So today's video is just a little blathering, I guess, about learning to be flexible with your plans. So when I first started running for my half marathon, I used the Runna plan, and I really liked it because it told me exactly what to do every single day, and I did those things. I had the strength training on there as well, and so I did every run as prescribed, and it went really well, and I did my half marathon well. After my half marathon in May, I started training for my marathon. My official Runna training block didn't start until September because you can only do 22 weeks tops, I think, with Runna. And so I started just sort of base building. I would run a little bit more every day, and not every day, but I ran 5 days a week. But I just ran a little more, a little farther, and almost all my runs were zone 2. So it was pretty easy. I got up to about 45 miles a week, which was pretty good, and I felt good doing it. I was pretty stalled out though, and I wasn't really making any progress. I wasn't getting any faster, which was fine. My goal isn't to be very fast. My goal is to get farther and finish a marathon. But when my official plan started in September, I started doing some speed sessions, which is nice. I like doing them. And I am starting to get a little faster because of the speed sessions. But I noticed that the Runna plan started really amping up pretty fast at that point. And not just my long run was getting longer, but every run was getting longer. I was, by week 5 or 6 of this plan, every run was 8 or 9 miles. And then my long run was getting progressively longer. And so I researched it, and apparently that's a good idea, to not just lengthen your long run, but to also lengthen your other runs, so that I think it was 30% of your mileage or less should be your long run. It shouldn't be half of your weekly mileage. But I was burning out. Physically, I felt fine, but I was spending so much time running that I was just sort of worn out and burned out on running. And I also have a whole life to do as well. I have 4 children, I have a full-time job and a half, I homeschool my children. I have a lot to do, and so I can't dedicate that much time to running. And I was starting to feel really discouraged, and I was about to just drop Runna. I decided maybe it just wasn't a good fit. I was going to come up with my own plan for the rest of training. But then I started to sort of fart around with the settings in Runna, and I found I was able to change it. And so now it has me doing about 5 to 6 mile runs during the week, and then a progressively longer long run. And I like that. So currently I'm doing 2 speed sessions a week, and my runs are about 5 to 6 miles. And that feels good. By the end of the week, I still feel good about running. I'm excited about the next day. I still have time and energy to do all the rest of the things in my life. And so that feels really good. But it does mean that my long run is a really big portion of my my weekly mileage. I'm in my peak week this week, and 22 miles of 46 miles. So, I mean, it's a large portion. But it's okay. It's my first marathon. It's okay if everything isn't perfect. Also this week I ended up getting a stomach bug, and I couldn't run Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I had a lot of anxiety about it because it's my peak week. It's supposed to be the most running I'm doing. And I just didn't feel well enough. And so I had to accept that was how it was. And I was going to be fine. And I did run today. Typically Fridays are my rest days, but since I didn't run the last 3 days, I figured it's fine. I did a speed session. I did great. I nailed it. So there wasn't a need for all that anxiety. I tend to be very program oriented. I like having a schedule and sticking to it. I like knowing what I'm going to do and doing it. I don't like flexibility, and I don't like when my plans don't go the way I plan them to. And so what I've learned is that with running, learning to be flexible and adapt to changes in your life and your training is important. And I think that running has helped me sort of get better at that. So I still plan to do my 22 miles this Sunday. I'm feeling well enough to do that. And then I start doing my taper, my 3-week taper. The next week's runs aren't that much less. It's like my long run is still 20 miles. So it's like the past few weeks. So not big tapering, but then the mileage starts to drop down after that. But January 11th is my marathon. I'm getting really close. This next run, I'm actually kind of excited because I'm going to be trialing a lot of the things I do on race day. Like I'm going to wear the running belt that I got for my marathon, because I won't be wearing my vest that I normally wear on my long runs because there's plenty of water on the race course and there isn't on my course here at home for my long runs. So I don't need to carry a hydration vest. So I'm going to try out the one that I have. And I don't know if I'll still wear my vest or if I'll just stop at gas stations for drinks. And I'm going to try some of the foods that I'm going to eat. So I'll bring like a granola bar and I'll bring a couple bananas because they offer bananas on the course at the marathon. So I want to try that as I go. I'm going to wear the shoes that I'm going to run. I'm not going to wear the clothes that I'm going to wear in my marathon because it's like 30 degrees here when I run. And in Florida on my race, it's going to be like 50 degrees. So I don't think I'm going to wear pants in Florida, but I'm going to wear pants for my long run this weekend here at home. And I'll do a couple miles at race pace. That's what my run-up plan has me doing. So it has me like warming up for like 4 miles and then doing a few 4-mile chunks of race pace. So like 10:30 to 11 pace to see if I can hold it. If I can't hold it, I'm going to try to be calm about it, because I do know that when I'm in Florida, I can run a good minute to a minute and a half per mile faster because it's at sea level. So if I can't keep up the race pace here, I'm not going to stress. It's going to be okay. But yeah, that's my plans for the week. And that's a little bit about me learning to be flexible. There's no editing in this video, so this is sort of just like an off the cuff sort of rambling. Thanks for watching.